It's a very New York question. Why is art so expensive? It's a very New York, isn't it? Why is art so expensive? What's up with this? I don't understand. There is a range of value that is and can be determined for a piece of art. Whether it's a watercolor or it's the last available Da Vinci. I worked for a boss many years ago who I loved, and he said to me famously at one meeting, he said, look, Steve, it's not about the money, it's about the money. But when it comes to art, that's not really true. The box office coverage of the art world is, of course, easy and sexy and fun to read. But at the end of the day, if the picture on the wall or the sculpture doesn't sing and speak to you, it's not going to sell. So it does start with the intrinsic value of the art. Now, where that sits in the firmament of art world prices, that gets determined by, one, is it a great piece of art? Basquiat is one of the highest priced artists today. It's no surprise. He not only has a heritage himself of being a graffiti artist, an African-American painter, a young painter with a tragic end, but his art is what speaks to us. It's compelling, it's in your face, it's gorgeous, it's amazingly painted, and it is an emotional experience to stand in front of it. Second element is competition. Do a lot of people want it?
£10,000 anymore.
1,100,000. People at 800,000.
£500,000. Last chance.
Supply and demand. It's that simple. If more than two people want a picture, the price is going to go up. Three, what it says about its moment in art history. So what does it do in the dialogue of art history? Does it change painting? Has it changed culture? What does it say? Does it have an important role in that narrative? Three, who's owned it before? Is it from the estate of a rock star? Eric Clapton sold a Richter. There was probably a 20% uplift in that Richter's price because it had belonged to the great guitarist. How does one know that the price that one's paying is legit? Auction sales and the history of auction sales is now up online and fully in view. So the first place even the specialists do look is the history of that work or comparable works. So there is now, thanks to the digital world, pretty clear view of what things are selling for. Will there ever be a $1 billion painting sold? I don't know that we know that there hasn't been, for one thing, because there are lots of private transactions going on. But who would have said, 10 years ago that there would have been a $450 million picture? Not too many people.